Hello and welcome back to Pacific Drive. We're back where we left off. We're still out here in the mid zone. We're at the battery farm, and we're just gonna jump straight into this. I need to get away from the radiation, so we're gonna park up here next to the unstable energy. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the car off, and we're gonna see if we have the stuff to make repair putty. We don't. We're still missing chemicals. That's okay. Close that door. I don't know what keeps opening my door, but we do need this unstable anchor. We need some of that unstable energy. Beautiful. And let's get a move on. So we are... Oh, hello. I didn't know you were here. You pull me into the explosion. Don't you do it. I don't know what that thing is. I would like to get out and scan it, but I need the abductor to fuck off. Shaggy Scrambler. I think we needed that for something. Good grief. Okay, we are getting smacked around left and right here. Yep, something turned that on. Okay, so we are gonna have to make a jump here. We need another 1.2, so we're gonna have to hit all of those. So we might as well... I hate those things. Are we in a spot where we can scan them far enough away from the car? Wait, where'd it go? What grabbed me? Did it... What the hell? I thought it was the little floaty dudes. With the tentacles. Okay. Never mind. Close that damn door. Something turn the wipers on. Alright. So, we need to get down to this four-way. And then we need to hang a right. So we're gonna go scan the murals first and foremost, which is just what we're supposed to be doing for our quest. That's a nice car to scrap. Do I want to do it here? I think I do.
Oh, this is where your theory comes in, Francis. You tell him. Oh, look at me babbling away. Francis, you explain it. It's so good.
No, it's just that.
Maybe it just takes...
I'd rather not.
Whoa.
We talked about this. You should be proud of your work. Toot your own horn.
Not this time.
Okay. Well, Francis's theory, his entire branch of research was that the zone exhibits a property seen nowhere else on Earth. Every phenomena that occurs here leaves its fingerprint forever on the physical space. So we created this device to pick up on these sub-physical after effects.
How did you explain it? It was like identifying a whale's favorite color using only the wake it leaves behind. The rest was science mumbo-jumbo.
It's a form of electromagnetic imprint. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
And what a better time than now to try it again.
Alright, I don't know what they were necessarily talking about. I hope y'all gathered that. I was more hung up on the fact that... So we had this, you know, this crazy expensive thing that's supposed to be better than the scrapper. And it is better. It is. These are the things that drain our battery. Fuck off. I do want to scan it though. Bubblegum buddy. So annoying. Alright, let's keep going. We need to take this dirt road here then. And then that'll bring us around. We'll find some more energy for a jump back. This place looks cool. Oh, not gonna make it through that. Let's back up a little bit. So I'm kind of afraid to just stop and loot here. I guess I shouldn't be, really. Whoa, okay. Ooh, don't hit the tourist. Oh god, that was so close. We're okay. We're alright. We made it. Yeah, with the condition our car's in, we still have to make a jump back. So the storm's gonna start coming in. We are out of gas. Can I fuel it with the car on? No, you're not supposed to do that, obviously, but... Will it let me? Yeah, it lets me. How much does that hold? Give me like half a tank and I think I'll be good. Oh, okay. Or close to it. That's fine. I think it's something to do with our trunk that's opening that door. Alright. Continuing on. So we need to scan these murals. It's pretty. So there's one out here in the woods. I don't know where he... As long as we don't get like directly under him, he's not gonna see us. So I'm gonna park the car here. I think we'll be fine. It said the mural was pretty much off to our right and up a little bit. I see it, actually. We don't need to be here. It's under the bridge. I think, anyway. Oh my god. No, it's not the trunk that's opening it. It's gotta be the driver door. It's alright. Let's get past this douchebag. I really don't feel like fighting with him right now. Something bright and shiny over there. Oh, it's just the light reflection. Alright, here's the first mural. Now, is there any reason to, like, climb this thing? Whoa. Okay, that was strange. Is there any reason to go up here? And there's just, like, stairs that lead up, so... Okay, no, never mind. Can't even do it. Answers my question for me. Alright, let's log the mural.
The inverting doorway.
Uh-huh.
No. I don't like this one.
Okay, that's all you gotta say about it?
Hey,
I thought it was cool.
This mural looked different before.
Probably the instability messing with the paint over time. It's been decades after all.
Nah, something's definitely off. Hey, where's our old notes from when we took a field trip out that way? Driver, why don't you go ahead to the next one while we investigate this?
Absolutely, I'm not stopping here. Especially not just to listen to you guys ramble. Where's this anchor? Oh, it's way over there. Okay, I'd rather park here. Let's go ahead and play that.
I can't.
I can't even look at it. Francis, you explain it.
And maybe you've already seen them, driver. A freestanding bright blue door in its frame, out in the woods, with nothing around it. If you do see one, don't get anywhere close to it.
I don't want to talk about it.
He was pretty close to a doorway when it opened. It's called the inverted.
Oh, they grabbed me.
The door is shut. It's safe. Once in a while.
I didn't know they could grab me.
And everything near it is turned inside out. Its victims are mostly bears.
I grabbed my anchor too.
They all go through hell. Meat and bones on the outside, fur and feathers on the inside. It's not fun to see.
Sounds terrifying.
A group of hikers didn't heed the warning, and
No, we're done here, driver. If you see when you stay away from it, that's all you need to know. Let's go.
Okay. That's all we need to know. Alright, so... we need to go along the outside down there, so we need to take a right once we get up to the road. We really need to be on the lookout for fuel. But I mean, I haven't just seen any. Can't siphon it, can I? Out of cars? I mean, it would make sense if I could, but I don't know that I've seen the option. Alright, so bright blue doorway out of its frame. Don't go there. Got it. Okay, this one is also under the bridge. That's a lot of crap to travel through. It's kind of out there in the middle of all this stuff. Alright, I think we can make it. I think most of this is just marsh. Yeah, it doesn't like it, but, I mean... we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So here's a mural. Cool. Throw it in park, get out, scan it.
Ah, the Bigfoot mural. My personal favorite.
Alright, we have enough to activate our way home, so we don't need to worry about that necessarily.
Did you see it, Francis? Oh boy, Francis! Look! Look here. It's different from our sketch.
Alright, we have to be off-road right now.
It's all scrambled, but the shape seems familiar. If you tilt your head...
Okay, I'm getting kind of worried about the fuel.
Oh, Francis, you flippin' genius! It absolutely is.
Maybe we'll find some here.
Back at the first one. What's different there?
That shape right there, is that Hook Valley?
Holy smokes! Oh, wait, pull up all the topographical maps of the peninsula. If we look around the areas where you'd get that view of Mount Olympus. See, Francis? I told you your basilizer would work.
Dumpster pearl?
I don't think this is the Basilisers doing.
Driver, we're on to something. Get to that third vision.
Headlight's cool. Let's put this new one in. There we go. The damn door is open. Hungry Sasquatch. Yeah, sure.
If you come across a mushroom like the one in the mural,
Do not eat it. No.
Okay.
How tasty it might look.
You're speaking from personal experience. And let me tell you, it wasn't pretty.
Oh, just thinking about it makes me want to puke all over again. You've probably passed the biogenerators by now.
Uh-huh.
Source of power in the mid-zone, and one of the best demonstrations of renewable limb tech. Yes, these battery farms keep our lights on, but more importantly, they're also the only place in the entire zone where anomalized mushrooms grow.
And guess who turned out to be the world's biggest fan of those mushrooms? Bigfoot itself. And the vision foretold its arrival.
Oh, our
in the
windshield's
zone.
cracked.
It started when those pods hanging from the battery farms were found chewed up. At first, they blamed it on the local wildlife. This was back when we used to have some. Then...
Ah, okay, so it is just gone.
Creatures started that didn't attract much attention on their own.
Not until the first footprints were found. The Olympic Peninsula has always had a collection of Bigfoot sightings, but they were rare until Bigfoot had its first taste of the anomalized mushrooms. Then it couldn't stay away. And that's when the Squatches came knocking. They jumped the wall, set up camp, and they got to investigate it. Once they learned of the Sasquatch's appetite for these mushrooms, they cultivated entire farms of the stuff.
For months, they propagated mushrooms and set traps.
and for months, evidence
Alright,
mounted that
we're gonna have to
Sasquatch
scan this one so it's gonna...
and evading those traps. The great pile of...
There we go, okay.
You know, if you catch the mural at the right angle, when the moon is right overhead, you can spot the helmsman's body in one of the boats.
No chance. It's a paint smudge, nothing more.
Believe me, it's true. I've seen it.
I don't care that the door's open.
Oh, bingo!
See that pattern in the last mural? That flower only grows above a certain elevation. Put the three locations together, and you've got...
Door's shut somehow.
A mile in the northeast corner of the deep zone. Huh. The visions were pointing towards something the entire time.
I know we're doing so much damage to our car, but...
Stop pretending to ignore us now. Take a look at this fine work. We've pinned down the location for the source of the mass hallucination. That's where the driver needs to go.
Well, what do you know?
Well, I knew the basilizer worked. What did I tell you, huh?
We're too
You still
close.
doesn't know, Francis.
Know what?
Here, let me get on the road and then we'll back up. Okay. I'm not going to listen to that logbook right now because I feel like we've had a lot of that. Okay.
And that basilizer, they're illegitimate.
Wait, what are you saying?
I built that device to prove my imprint theory, and it was on the verge of getting the results I needed. But my research funding was running out.
Okay, we have almost no gas.
I forged the data. Not much, just enough to justify more time. I was so close. I knew the breakthrough was right around the corner.
But Arda found out. That's why I was reassigned and my clearance revoked.
Wait, you told me you changed labs voluntarily.
8 years of research with nothing to show for it, and then for that to happen, I couldn't face you.
There's a repair station up
It was
there.
wrong. I still think there's something to it. There's a common thread with some of the remnant stories, like the telephone switchboard, the ones that seem to recall the past.
I think there's
somehow.
fuel there too.
Maybe the remnants access those imprints, thread them like a needle in the groove of a record.
Don't. You don't have to do that. It's in the past. I don't care about it anymore.
They are jabbering a lot. We're finally getting some backstory as to what's going on.
I've got this suspicion, right? If we can just get the car to the mass hallucination source, what do we find that can prove your theory? It's worth a try, isn't it?
I'm tired of trying, Tobias. I've tried all my life, and it didn't go so well.
Look, I don't have one of those fancy degrees that you and Oppie have. The closest I ever got to science was wiping down your lab benches. But I saw the incredible things that you did with your
We could have made it.
Yeah, well, Arda didn't think they were incredible.
I don't care about Arda. I believe in you. Always have.
I'm sorry. I can't. I can't do this with her. Oppie led the disciplinary committee that stripped my clearance and demoted me to a glorified intern. She sat there and decided how best to humiliate me. I never asked for anything. This one time I do, so I would never have to talk to
Oppie again. You didn't listen. Your remnant was more important than what I wanted.
Francis, I didn't mean.
I've had enough.
Let's. He'll come around. Sorry, driver. We'll see you back at the auto shop.
Alright, there's a lot going on here, but we do have fuel. And now plenty of it. So we just need to give ourselves some space. Oh yeah. And I think that healed us up a little bit too. Not too much, but some. So the repair shop is not the end all be all. But once we hit the road back behind us, let's just make a clean getaway. Road is this way. No. Alright, here's the road. We need to be facing the left, yeah? Yeah. We're just gonna have to back up a little bit. Oh, I hear you. There you go. Let's light it up. Alright, onwards and forwards as fast as we can. Eventually, as fast as we can. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. So the storm is coming in. We're going to get down to the junction and we're going to hook a right. So we're going to go across the bridge first. We're not worrying about anything. Not a single thing here. We're just going to keep on running. Yes, the storm is coming. I'm glad the car knows that. Okay, so the initial wave of the storm has already passed by. That's fine, we're safe from it. What we don't want to hit us is the outer wave, which is on its way and quickly. But I think we're gonna make it with limited issues. If not, I mean, we have some health. If we stick on the road, it'll give us a good jump point to it. And jump like right in here. There we go. And that's how it's done, you know? You know, we're just professionals. We uncovered some of the zone's history in the mid-zone. It's awesome. But we don't look good, man. Holy hell.
Interesting thing about that deep zone area you identified. I ran every coordinate in that area through the AUTA database, and what turns up? But access logs with entry records for Dr. K up through March 1963.
What?
Is it our
The
door?
doctor died in 1961, in the lab accident.
So we were told. Then, I found access logs for both that deep zone site and Red Meadow. Years and years worth of activity.
The Red Meadow Research Facility? But it was demolished the same year. After the structural damage caused by the... lied about that too, didn't they?
It appears so. The driver should give the Red Meadow ruins a visit. If Dr. K didn't die that day, I'd like to know what was keeping him so busy.
So would I, but... do we have time for this? We don't know how long the driver's got with that remnant.
And that's why we need this information. Whatever Dr. K was doing relates to all of this. It may be the key to what lies at the end of the road for the driver.
I... agree with you. God, I hate saying that.
Driver, I've marked the Red Meadow facility on your route planner. Head there whenever you're ready.
Okay. When it shifts to park, maybe?
Survive long out there.
That would make
Not
sense.
with the way you're driving. But I've got an old experimental device in the garage that might
Cool.
help.
We just need some glass shards. I think we have some of those on us. No, we don't. But we have some in here. Oh, we did have some on us. This one is super annoying, so we want to get that fixed while they're talking. Alright, issue is resolved. So, you know, let's just take a look and see how this happens. Let's throw that in there. What else is like badly damaged? That for sure. I don't know how long it takes, but I guess if we're just like piddle farting around for a little bit, doesn't matter. Doesn't seem to be the fastest way to do it. But it is pretty cool though, so I guess I'll just like leave these in here and I might AFK for a minute and see if they heal up. Let's see, everything else looks okay. How about the bumper? And that's all we're gonna fit, I think. So, I don't know how long you plan on taking. Let's see. Stored in this station while you're out on a drive. So, I don't even know if they're gonna heal while they're just right here. Like, we may actually have to be out on a drive for it to happen. Look for the arc dock. I already grabbed that. But it says to put it in here. Oh, we can just... Yeah, it's not there because I already grabbed it. It's in here.
Go on, give it a shot. Can't be worse than anything else that could happen out there, right?
Where do we install it? I guess we gotta have another storage rack, probably. What do you got to say? Oozing with great taste, contains 100% real fruit juice and authentic anomaly extracts. FDA approved. Okay. Install the arc dock. I don't know where it goes, but I don't really want it. Upgrade arc device. Oh wait, does it just... Aha! There we go. Cool. Let's heal me up as well. I do have this in my inventory. QWERTY. I don't know what the little bobblehead dude goes on. I don't know what this is either. Slice a pearl in half and you'll find thousands of layers of precious materials formed around a core. Break one of these apart and who knows what'll pop out. So should we put it in the deconstructor maybe? Oh my goodness. My god. Did I just get a camo decal kit? That's super cool too. I like the wood paneling right now, but oh, there's a mural one as well. That's really pretty. So we got mural and camo. Dude, that was like hitting the jackpot. That thing was crazy. It filled our inventory up. Oh, we did get camo. That's super cool looking. I mean, I could go camo where there's not wood paneling. That is a possibility. The rest of this is just loot, man. Good old supplies. Wow, I'm glad we took that. Steel plates. We need those. That's really, really nice. Let's see what our dumpster friend wants to give us. So, the mid-zone doesn't seem... It seems like there's a lot more going on, yes. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, well, I mean, when you're going to give me free repair putty, I suppose I'll just use that instead of the other stuff. And we did get chemicals as well. This headlight needs some love. We already did the panels. Let's get this door too. Now this door won't be opening by itself anymore. I don't know where we're getting all these quirks. Like, what we're doing to get the quirks. Is it just being out there, maybe? Nothing else? Alright. Let's just pry it open. Nothing crazy. So I guess we want the scrapper instead then. How's this not open? Yeah, I guess we want the scrapper instead of that other thing. Unless I wasn't supposed to shoot 2 shots at it. Maybe it's only 1. But wait, it did give us a whole door. An armored door. So that's gonna be some good stuff. So I guess eventually we can just... I mean, I guess we can just do that and on like armored cars and we can get, you know, all of our armored equipment and stuff. So that's pretty nifty. How are these doing? They're not doing anything. Let's get our transfer case. Get all of this stuff. We have a fair bit of stuff, which is good. We shouldn't be needing for supplies anytime soon. Except for just the small stuff, like chemicals we definitely need. Just for more repairs and such. But I think as of right now, we're alright. We need to make some more putty. More repair putty. Yeah, the Liberator was so expensive. Less precise than a cutting tool, the Liberator will nevertheless cleanly and carefully remove individual sections of a vehicle by precisely placing small explosive charges. So it is only for getting parts off that we want. I should have read that. So the scrapper turns stuff into just raw materials, which we do probably want to keep that anyway. Let's get more repair putty. I want to be fully fixed up. We also need a sealing kit for the windshield, yeah? Is it cracked twice? I don't have a sealing kit. I can make a sealing kit, though. Let's make 2, just in case it is cracked twice. And this thing's taking way too long, so we're just gonna... What is this panel? Yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and throw... Yeah, we're gonna use repair putty. That thing's all well and good. I guess we'll find a use for it eventually. Like, we'll find a time where, okay, you know, we know we're going to this area, so we want insulated here. We know we're going to this area, so we want, like, explosion-proof here. And we just have different builds for the car. And we just leave one to heal up. That makes sense, but I don't think we're doing that quite yet. This door must not have been very hurt, which is good, because we're gonna have to use the last of our putty. Hello? Doesn't want to hit. What's happening? Okay. I don't know why that's... Okay. Let's put the door back on. Let's get our sealing kit. Oh, it was only cracked once. So now we have an extra sealing kit. Will you work now? Yay. Okay. So we're in semi-decent condition. We don't have the chemicals to make another repair putty, unfortunately. And I don't think he's going to give us anything else. No, he's not. But we do have unstable energy now, so... Oh, we need another chemical to make that. I would love to do this. It's time to spend a few of those zone resources upgrading yourself. That would be pretty nice. Need way more thermostat for that. We need a circuit board for this, which we can make pretty easily. Tinker Station will report back to you which elements of the diagnosis are correct. A new chip also adds the ability to spend anchor energy to scan the car. Alright, well, let's make a circuit board then. Just really quick. Refine circuit board. Cool. Come back. This one. Although we do... No, we don't have enough copper wire for that. Okay. Well, let's do the investigator module. So I feel like that will be helpful for us in finding these quirks. This limb tech stuff is so cool. So... Investigate. 4 hints found. Car, shifter, headlight, and steering wheel. Okay. So we know... So, okay, let's start with... Not the car, that one's gonna be kind of... Let's start with shifter. See if anything happens when we activate the shifter. Maybe the car has to be on. Nothing's open. Nothing's being weird. Maybe I don't know if the if they work here. They might only work when we're out on the road. The shifter's not doing anything. Yeah, they may only work when we're out and about, so I'll have to take a note of those. Unless they look like they're gonna stay. I mean, we can just... I don't want to spend all our KLIM doing this. I think knowing what we're looking for will help us a lot. So we know we're looking for something with the shifter, something with the headlights, something with the car itself just in general, and something with the steering wheel. Maybe when it... I don't know. One of these. But that's going to be it for this time. this episode, even. We're still doing pretty well. We're doing good. We've made great progress. So next we have to go to a lab. Oh, that's way up there. Holy shit. So maybe we should start going through here. And just seeing what we find throughout, like going up through E7 to G9. And then cutting through to C4. I don't know if it's really a possibility. I mean, it's gotta be, right? It's showing dotted lines like that. So, we need to work our way up there, I guess, at some point. We got a lot more to do and a lot more for me to figure out for sure. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad we're finally making some decent progress here. I'm sure you guys are relieved of that as well. But I will catch y'all in the next one.